Logbook has finally arrived, and the 13th of the 8th, so it was the end of the 24. So we did make a good saving. We saved £5,000 on it. We wanted a 25. If we would have waited and did all the sums before it, and he offered this one. Now we've had it 2 weeks, have we? Have we had it 2 weeks? Two weeks or so. So he was right. It's only 2 months and a couple of weeks old. 8, 9, 10, just 11 now, 10. So it was about 2 months old or so. 2 months and 2 weeks, wasn't it? Thinks of it whenever you pick up your logbook. Alternative fuel car. That's odd, isn't it? Look, it's a 2-ton car. Wow, that's quite a heavy car, isn't it? So it is quite a heavy car. Hybrid. Just make sure number of, including the drivers, 5 people. Always do your 5 people. You know, you take it for granted, but you just never know, dear. And again, always check, especially if you're buying a second-hand one, make sure you've got the right chassis number and engine number. I know it's a bit of a geeky thing, but you know you're not buying, you're clear. You know it's got the right engine and it's got the right chassis number. We'll go and have a look at that soon. And the logbook is right, and then we can forget about it. A trailer, be very careful. It can only carry a 3/4 of a ton trailer, so it can only pull a little trailer. So don't be putting any 2-ton diggers on the back of it or anything like that. So front wheel drive, that sort of thing, that affects it. So yeah. So anyway, the logbook has arrived. Wow, first registration 8, 9, 10, and 11. So it's actually probably 3 months old now, isn't it? Yeah, and we picked it up at 2 months and whatever it was. So anyway, the logbook's arrived. It's officially ours now. So we're just slowly moving into the Passat. No, not Passat. The big blue. Well, I have seen that somewhere. I don't know where. I'm sure somebody has made a film. I've seen that on a film somewhere, but I don't know where. And in this little bag, there's a little wedges, little tyre wedges, which I hadn't seen in a long time. And I've put a film of, I've got tyre wedges from a little Nissan that we had. So in there is that. And then also so this is the towing pin thing. Is there something missing from there, do you think? It doesn't seem to have a wheel brace. So we're going to have to find out what size the wheel nuts were. And
that's what it tells you how to do it there.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm making a film. I've sussed it. So you get, in that kit there, you get this bottle of gunge and this pump. And what you do is you put that bottle there, upside down in there, and then you connect your wire to your cigarette lighter, which pushes it through here, which then pushes it through there. So it seems as if you put this tyre inflator thing. So we haven't found the jack yet, have we? The lifting jack. We're just putting, you know, the essential kit that you put in your car and you forgot about and you never use again, hopefully. So here's the first aid kit, which is our own. So maybe we'll upgrade that. We haven't touched it. Need for going across. Here's the bulb kit. I know it's LED bulbs, I don't know if we'll do, but if you do go to France or Germany, you have to have a bolt kit, and we bought this just to keep ourselves legal. So we'll throw that in there. And always, you've seen these, haven't you? These charging lights. Have we got any charge in it? No, there's no charge in it at the moment, look. It's as dead as a dodo. But what you do is you get your little handle. Because the trouble is, you put emergency lights. What am I going to do now? Yeah, you put emergency lights in your vehicle, and you put nice new batteries in, and 3 or 4 years down the road, you've lost. But let's put a bit of charge in this. Yeah. So you so at least if you're walking along, you can keep it charging if you're looking at something. But in your vehicle, in the way of put it there and forget about it. They're cheap enough to buy. When you land on them or when you see them on your internet site, just get one and throw it into your car, just in case you have to walk somewhere in the dark. Because you know, there we are, see, there's no charge in that hardly at all. But when you do that, so even if you have to walk along, winding it along, it's better than nothing. Do you know what I mean? So always grab these. We're just putting bits and pieces into the kit. I'm having a look at me. There is a place to put a warning triangle, but there's no warning triangle in it, so we need to get a warning triangle for it. If you can, or if you can land on one and the gauge still shows green, put a fire extinguisher in. Oh, what the hell is that?
Breathalyzer kit.
Yeah, France.
They're out of date though, but...
They're out of date, but France needs you to have a breathalyzer kit. What else we got there?
Just plasters.
Plasters.
And bandages and a little pair of scissors.
We're just putting stuff in.
Just stuff it. Yeah.
That you will never use, but you've got it. Yeah, you've got them in there. Those sort of, because we're transferring from one car to another. So we need a warning triangle, don't we? And we'll need some sort of wheel nut puller thing.
Lock nuts?
No, not lock nuts. Pull the wheel off.
I wouldn't take the wheel off anyway. I'd be calling the RAC.
Well.
Help! Lady in distress.
Yeah.
Need assistance.
But I don't think it's a wise thing. I mean, they're not putting spares in these cars now, and you're giving you these kits. I mean, if you had a spare and you were, say, on the side of the motorway, you could get out, you could jack it up, you could put your spare on, and you could drive off.
With this, you're messing around, aren't you? Going, how do you work that?
Yeah, and also, if you don't use this or you haven't got this kit on you, haven't got a spare, you're waiting for someone to come to you. And the thing is, as always, we all know that the vehicles don't break down in a convenient spot where you can pull to one side and you're near water. The vehicles break down in the most awkwardest, stupidest places that you can find them. So, warning triangle is something we've got to look at. We've got to find. There is I found where it goes, but it hasn't got one in it. Now, did it go missing or do they not fit it?
It's probably an added extra.
And we'll have to look for a wheel brace. Just get a dedicated socket. Got loads of sockets and a bar. We'll put that.
Were they in the VW? Because if they are, it's that black bin bag out the side that whatever I took out your VW's in there.
But this is a Peugeot, love. It'd be a different wheel.
I don't know. I thought you had multi-purpose one. We have different ends.
Maybe a Spider. Yeah, no,
that's what I was thinking of.
They were gone.
Oh.
Old fashioned now, love. You're showing your age now. Okay. So just
love me, love.
We're just sorting out stuff that goes in the car that you forget, but it's just essentials when you need them. And we should all really have them really it might just make the look, she's mad. It just might make the difference one day, you know. If you got it, you won't use it, but if you haven't got it, you need it, don't you? So we'll put a little small light toolkit in there, you know, pliers, insulating tape, screwdriver or two, just, you know, out of habit. Yeah, so we're just building, you know, just sorting out the back, putting all the stuff that we took out the other vehicles and we put in these vehicles. Yeah. Oh, I've got them here somewhere. I can't remember. We just did a little add-on. Where are they there? Who remembers? Look at them. It's been going a long time. I think these were off like a Nissan Cherry or something. So that idea is still going. The idea of putting wedges on in a breakdown kit or whatever has been going a very long time. Oh, this is the breakdown tow bar. I wonder if we should put a shackle. Yeah, we'll put a shackle on the end of there. We'll put that in the kit as well, because sometimes it's not always easy to connect to or scratch the bodywork or whatever. So because we're tool people and whatever, we'll put in. Deb, where was the shackle that was in your car? Still in here somewhere, isn't it? Because we did the very last checks on Debbie's little Peugeot before we let it go, and the last thing that came out of that car was a shackle that we found, that we'd so it just makes connecting to this a lot easier.
I know it brought it in.
We've put a blanket in the back. We might do the seat covers. We're going to use that space just to put all that sort of junk in it. We're going to get a trunk tidy for it. We've just, oh look, there is a space to put but for some reason the warning triangle is missing. So we'll have to try and get the right size because it might rattle. But if we get, so we've got to try and find a warning triangle for that. Where is it? Was it fitted? Was it not fitted? I don't know. Anyway, we've got carpets for it now. We've got rubber mats on the inside of it. So we're slowly getting it to where we've got it, and we can forget about it then, can't we? So, oh yeah, just check. We know where. Generally, that'll be the front patch. You take this pad off. Sometimes don't mess with it because you'll either chip it or it'll never go back in proper. But we know where the front towing eye thing is. I wonder if it's got one on the back. I'm guessing it will have. What is that? Oh, there's not one there. Yeah, this must be the rear towing spot. It goes in quite deep. Let me put my hand underneath. Oh no, underneath's quite full. I'm saying this little thing here is the because where would be the sensor? They're the sensors, the reversing sensors. It's usually just you have one, don't you? One to one side. So yeah, that'll be the pulling from back. Now bulbs, I think they're all LEDs, you know. I don't think there'll be no point in carrying spare bulbs, only that, you know what the gendarmes can say, you must have spare bulbs. Yeah, but it's LEDs, mate. Yeah, but you must have, we fine you €60, or you know what the gendarmes are like. So we've put the bulbs in. So if they ask the question, have you got spare bulbs? Yes. Have you got a first aid kit? Yes. Have you got a triangle? Yes. I think we've got to have an orange jacket as well, haven't we? How many are you? Because remember, you used to have to carry a beam deflecting thing. So I'm guessing this You'll go in the menu somewhere and you'll deflect the beam, I'm hoping, so we can go into Europe with it and go up to Paris with it. I don't know. So, all these things to think about. Then once you've done it once you've moved in, that's you then. You're done and dusted. Got to tell you this. Got to tell you this story. I think this was a Secret Santa. I'm pretty sure, of a friend, and obviously I must have just had the Passat. And this was, and actually this can go to Lance. Look, we had this as a he knew what we were like, so I think, look, got a screwdriver and a pliers and a spanner and a cloth, polishing cloth, and a tube of glue. So if you're, and some wet wipes, if you're having to make somebody a Secret Santa, then I had this as a Secret Santa on Christmas. Obviously the Passat was fairly new then,